The history of Minnesota fighting Vikings and having kicking issues goes deeper than this V. Actually, saw someone in the comments say it's a plunging neckline. We'll take it. But yeah, the Vikings kicking ain't easy. And whenever you bring up Vikings lining up for a field goal, sometimes you get memories like eye twitch. It's tough, man, being a Vikings fan. And Greg Joseph, throughout most of the season, the first 11 games was booty. He was straight up ass. Thank you. And just looking back, so these are our last 5 Greg Joseph videos. Of course, the 61-yarder, game winner, love it. But before that, Vikings need to cut kicker Greg Joseph. Should the Vikings consider replacing Greg Joseph? Should the Minnesota Vikings cut kicker Greg Joseph? All right, so that was it. And also, Greg Joseph wins NFC Special Teams Player of the Week. So it's been a sandwich of interestingness for Greg Joseph this season, but he has gotten things together, even though, hey, by the way, so when Greg Joseph kicked that 61-yard game winner against the Giants from the frickin' moon, man, or from Northfield, everyone was in the comments like, aren't you glad that they didn't cut Greg Joseph now? Even though every single one of you jabronis were calling for him to be cut when he was struggling. And if stop lying. Just stop lying, man. But hey, Forrest, I'm here to test out my sea legs. You ain't got no legs, Greg Joseph. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. But Greg, third leg Greg, has certainly redeemed himself because he's the freaking tripod. Hitting that 61-yarder. Also hit the 40-yard game winner against the Colts, completing the greatest comeback in NFL history. So he is certainly redeeming himself. And this season, even though he's had some issues, like through 11 games, like I mentioned, he missed 10 kicks. DACE. 10 kicks, 5 field goals, all yes from 50 plus, also 5 PATs. He was the most inaccurate kicker in the National Football League for 2022 for a stretch, which is kind of tough because generally if you miss kicks, you're just going to be cut. But Greg Joseph, with a sizable contract this season, Vikings were treating him with kid gloves, and we said, just bring in some competition. Just have a tryout for a kicker. They didn't do it, but, I mean, the faith is being rewarded because he's been perfect the last 4 weeks against the Jets, Lions, Colts, and Giants, as well as he's hit 2 game winners, including that 61-yarder. So Greg Joseph is certainly getting it together, man. So this is the appreciation. This is redemption song for Greg Joseph. And he's apparently in a better mental place, and we're just good to go because kicking is so tough. It's not even physical most of the time. It's in between the ears. It's like having confidence, having swagger. That's why Justin Tucker's one of the best kickers in the National Football League, but because he always got that swag, man. He's going out there knowing that he's going to hit a kick. And I think the second that a kicker doesn't think that he's going to make a kick, it's over. It's over, man. But Greg Joseph, you can tell he's got confidence. His teammates got his back. They supported him when he was struggling throughout the season. I respect that. So, yeah, Greg Joseph, man. Especially since the Vikings love playing these close games, these 11-0 single-score games, Greg Joseph has been a part of that. Well, he's been a part of that in winning those games, but also he's been a part of it in making them single-score games. Because remember, he missed 2 kicks against the Lions the first time around. But in the playoffs, the Vikings playing these tight games, Greg Joseph, they're going to need him. Absolutely going to need him. So I'm glad that things are right. And, I mean, in Vikings history, when things go well, what could go wrong? Smile through the pain. Smile through the pain, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Greg Joseph, redemption song, totally redeeming himself. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.